Well, good morning, West Michigan, and welcome back to another amazing live production here of 8 West Live in downtown Grand Rapids. We're here at the Graham Studio, the Graham Plaza, broadcasting live for Art
it's
Prize.
fantastic. This week seems to be going faster than it really is because I keep getting this day mixed up with Wednesday.
Yeah.
We all know it's Tuesday, and of course that's a good thing because we've got the top 10 announcement for Art Prize happening on Thursday. And so those who have not come out yet to get their votes cast, it's a really important time to do that because you feel like you can have the maximum, input before, because then it really gets sandwiched down to that 10 after Thursday. So
well, and I think right now, before the top 10 has been announced, you have incentive to really get to as many pieces as possible. And I think that once the top 10 is announced, so many people are just crowding in to see the top 10 that maybe some of those other ones that you would have otherwise made a point to see,
you don't feel the urgency to make sure that everybody gets a voice because you know that a lot are already out of the competition.
Yeah. Well, the cool thing about Art Prize in this year, especially because we've been broadcasting live down here, all of our newscasts, I've been down here every morning at 4 o'clock to see how many of the exhibits are lit. And so even if you make it downtown after dark, you really can still see some of the artwork.
It's somewhere better at night.
Yeah,
actually.
I think so. Yeah,
their
passed by one
maximum
today
viewing.
that is much better at night than during the day.
Well, what's also been cool is there are a lot of businesses and a lot of people that have kind of become a part of Art Prize in their own special way. And there's an event that we recently talked about on 8 West by Dr. Bradley Benston. He's having this at the JW Marriott tonight. It's called the Total Body Makeover, which in itself is almost like a work of art for the body.
Right, absolutely.
Is that a good transition?
Yeah, I think it's a great transition because I view him as a body artist, if you will.
Yep, he's doing all kinds of stuff. It's 4 to 9. We just wanted to remind you about that happening because he's a partner of ours at 8 West, and he's fantastic. He's going to be doing all kinds of specials and has a lot of reps, from different things. If you've been thinking about getting anything done, go out, talk to the experts, non-pressure type atmosphere, have some great food and the company of women and perhaps men.
Oh yeah, well, and I always think this is a great time of the year because it's a transitional time of the year. We're changing seasons, we're changing wardrobes, and so it's kind of nice to take a look at maybe some of those problem areas and try to figure out, are there things that I can do that maybe aren't super invasive, and then if I do decide that I want to give myself maybe a Christmas present of one of those body areas, that I want to get involved and get some of that information. So again, JW Marriott tonight.
Yeah, speaking of body areas, I'm kind of in the whole I'm in the home stretch, Terry. I was doing the math actually, and if I was comparing this baby to my first baby, I would be going to the hospital today.
Wow.
To have the baby.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
to think
because
about?
she was 2.5 weeks early, my daughter, and so who knows what's going to happen this time around, but I feel like I can have some extra treats. And so last night I had a craving for something when we were at the grocery store.
Okay.
Went by the cereal aisle, and I haven't made Rice Krispie treats in I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
And it just sounded so good. I mean, it's not something that I usually grab for.
Right.
And so I said, let's make some cocoa, let's do it at home. And so last night, this is what we did. She loves this Chuck E. Cheese t-shirt, by the way. I just have to say that because we go there a lot. And mixing it up, the ingredients there, and then we added, it was a lot of fun. And we always talk to Chef Tommy about including kids in cooking. They love to do that hands-on stuff, especially when there's a great reward involved in being able to enjoy it. So of course I was there with a little bit of instruction and making sure things didn't end up everywhere. Which they did anyway.
That's a sticky thing to make.
It is really sticky. So I was like, wait here. Well, wipe the face, wipe the hands before, running around and touching everything else in the house. But it was a lot of fun. I was going to bring one to you, but you're so good. You rarely eat those treats.
Well, I was just wondering.
So I kept it at home.
Nice. Well, I was just wondering if maybe, since you're eating for two, if you decided to just go ahead and eat the whole pan.
No, actually, we have a lot left.
Okay.
And so, Probably won't. You know, sometimes you just want that little bit to satisfy that urge that you have. But
And I
that
think
was
that's
one
fairly
of the
healthy,
urges.
don't you think?
I don't think it's that bad in the whole scope of, you know, triple chocolate brownies with filling and
Right, exactly.
ice cream.
Some of the stuff we would typically go for here on 8 West.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I want to tell you about something that's amazing happening in Grand Rapids tonight. If you don't have plans, maybe you're planning to head into the downtown Grand Rapids area this evening, we are looking at a wonderful event going on. It's something that we consider Grand Rapids to be Hockey Town West.
Yeah.
And so when we're talking about the Grand Rapids Griffins, of course we know that they're the primary affiliate to the Detroit Red Wings.
Of course.
Well, tonight in downtown Grand Rapids is the red-white game. It's actually an inter-squad scrimmage.
Is that why you're wearing red?
Well, you know, it was funny because I was looking at myself in the mirror thinking,
And
you know
white.
what? I think that maybe I'm appropriately dressed.
You are.
So very exciting tonight. Still some tickets available. The Red Wings are doing their inter-squad scrimmage starting at 6 o'clock this evening. Tickets run from $18 to $40. And the last I checked, yesterday there were about 1,000 tickets left, and I think there are at least a couple hundred still left. But if you're interested, you really get an up-close and personal opportunity to look at some of these hockey superstars that we have really loved to watch for many, many years.
And sometimes, you know, although the drive isn't that bad, to not have to do it and maybe treat yourself to a great dinner first.
Walk around downtown Grand
Advantageous.
Rapids.
Just have them at the Van Andel.
Yeah, sounds fantastic.
Nice. That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, so looking for another option. All right. More design-wise, a little maybe art prize your house up a little bit. Trying to put art prize into everything. Art Man Furniture design classes. We want to remind you about that. They're tonight and October 4th. If tonight doesn't work for you, you're going to get some free expert help just in time for fall. Check out the Alpine store. That's where we've had our Art Van pajama party for 8 West.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful. But the good thing about this is you can really get a chance to figure out what your style is and get an opportunity to see some of the brand new things that are in store coming up for the fall and winter season. So it's wonderful talking about accessories. You can pre-register at artvan.com, and I know that they always have a bunch of really cool stuff, great ideas, great options, and of course, it's free.
There's inspiration all around us. You know, you see the trees and, you know, the weather changing, and the signs, and so you kind of want to make those changes to your home.
Yeah, the canopy of fall.
Yeah.
Fantastic.